points in this game. Conway inside, turnaround, no. And Ivisic altered that.
But how about Oakland has taken 11 more shots than Kentucky?
Oh. Dillingham with a three. Meanwhile, Kentucky 1-3 in its last 4 tournament games.
Dillingham doesn't even want to shoot now because he's missed a couple in a row.
He's going to shoot this one. It's good!
And he's got 8 of A&M's 11. Dillingham from Reeves. Got it. So much time because of the shoulder injury. He was really rusty coming back, especially with the jump shot.
He spaces the floor better than Fierro does on this end of the court.
Whoa, Dillingham lost his man and banked it in. They cut the lead to 5. Taylor skating down the right side. Too strong. Dillingham has it and will push. Got Shepard on the wing. Takes it himself. Tough shot. Made it.
We're in a situation like this. What's my best 5 to put in there? And it seems to vary game to game.
You use the word talent. I would take it just a hair further and say who's the most reliable.
Yes.
Because they are all talented, including Dillingham, who took a bunch. See what Kentucky has drawn up. Shepard, quick drive on Washington, out to Dillingham, great vision, and an assisted 3 for Rob Dillingham. Another one right down the fairway, he's got 28.
So you get a 4th foul on your All-American that sends him to the bench on that questionable call, and it leads to 3 points for A&M. Ooh, that's a tough break for Kentucky on that possession.
Cats need to turn it up on both ends. Wagner out to Dillingham, a deep 2, good. Footloose, quick A&M guards.
I'd like to see maybe a double, just get the ball out of the hands of guys like Taylor and Radford.
Radford saves it, but right to Wagner, and a 5-on-4 the Cats. Dillingham over to Shepard, and now to Wagner who drives. Dillingham, top of the key, good.
When you don't play much zone and you don't press often, you see some of those breakdowns. A&M able to get some shots that maybe they didn't expect.
This is the 4th 30-point game for Wade Taylor, the 4th that gets a top 25 opponent. Dillingham with an answer.
Showed that they were the more aggressive, more desperate team. But it doesn't really change my mind on the ceiling for Kentucky. I think nobody can wait to get them in the tournament. You don't want to face them on your side of the bracket, but you know you got a chance because of their defensive miscues.
Late surge.
And Meshack. 2 great defenders with some physical play as well.
Well, Tennessee is 1 of 8 from the field, yet we are tied at 4. Shepard and Dillingham, as mentioned, that talent that John Calipari has at his disposal off the bench. Dillingham, that one will rim in. A fender
Gift to his team this half early. Zika, the money.
But now Kentucky, Dillingham has to get going. Only 2 points here in this game.
Dillingham, the speed, shifting gears, left hand, and a chance.
Defense, but wow. Better offense.
31 for Dalton Connect. Edwards floated. Dillingham's got it. He'll pull up. And hit. Straight away.
No foul there.
Yeah, that's a savvy play by the senior from Monticello, Georgia. Dillingham, that's a difficult one. Got it
From San Marcos, Texas,
with an absolute hammer there in a blink of an eye. So the emphatic dunk, and that's their five. He's got to find the right angles. Puts it up high off the glass there over the outstretched arms of the Kentucky bigs. Dillingham, yes, back-to-back triple.
Whatever he wants against the Kentucky guards.
Oh, he is showing off the athleticism right now.
Kentucky could go 2 for 1 here.
40 seconds to go in the first half. Dillingham, a deep one. Again! Now with 7 assists. And Van Allen leading with 7 boards. Edwards gets his team a new 20. Dillingham skips into the paint.
He is a winning right now. Trainer. I need help. I need tape.
Yeah, check the ankles. Dillingham backs it.
That's usually the play they run for Reeves to come off and get that baseline jumper.
Remember, Dillingham is 16, making 18. To put it lightly, 7 of 12 from the floor. The triple is short. And so Kentucky's starting to stretch it, trying to take the first double-digit lead. Wagner trying to kick, somehow found its way to Dillingham. They're up 11.
153. Oh, watch out.
Dillingham connects it.
Another one. Same move.
Ellis is the key. He's not a true point guard, but when he plays like a smart point guard, then Arkansas is really dangerous because they've got guards in Mark and Battle that can really score.
He only scores about 6 a game, and he's on that already. Dillingham up the window. And they do.
Devo Davis in transition, great find, and he can create havoc defensively. Devo can guard anybody. He's doing a good job on Dillingham.
First lead of the second half for the Razorbacks. And there's a runner on the baseline. There's a... Dillingham to steal. And a chance for a three-point play. Battle. Inside. Rebound comes off the Edison. Kentucky a chance to regain the lead. Behind the back by Dillingham. Up, off the window and in.
Their last big right now with 4 fouls in there. I just switch it, let them get 2s. Here they go. Here comes Z in the middle of the floor.
Dillingham up, under, and around.
That's incredible.
And it impacts the fans. Absolutely it does. They lose an opportunity. Interesting idea from Mitch Barnhart.
Well, this applies when Kentucky, Kansas, Duke, Carolina, UConn come to town, or a number 1 or 2 ranked team.
Dillingham, they lead the game now. Dillingham speed, finger roll, yes.
Myriad of those. Mark Sears, the leaning jump shot, his first points of the day, 1914, Alabama.
They're closing out on shooters. You're going to be able to go by this kid.
Field goals. Dillingham, swing. Wagner lines it up. Off the rim. Rebound. Onyenso, the save and a reload. Dillingham. Top step. They almost down. Dilly. He's toying with the idea of going pro at the end of last year and then elected to transfer from North Dakota State.
You really haven't seen the real him. Nice little pump.
Dillingham on top.
They are coordinated.
The lead is 30. The jumper short for Cosby.
Speed.
Pedal to the metal. Dillingham back to back. Oh, yeah. He feels it's something. He averages 2.8 per game.
Put the pieces back together. Key for Nate, too. Next couple of days of practice. Get them back to the flow they're accustomed to.
So Alabama has matched its season average with 91 points. The acceleration and finish. Rob Dillingham.
It's lit, but he just kept the drive alive. Spinning and missing was Reed, and unable to get the putback. Free ball, and eventually controlled by Dillingham. Dillingham penetrates. Great finish off the window. Early in the second half, so in less than 10 minutes, it's a 20-point swing. Dillingham drives, finishes, finally on the board. Not in the bonus. First foul on Williams. Kentucky 8-4 in league play. Dillingham's 3 is good. Point advantage for them here the last few minutes. Here's Dillingham driving, finishing off the window. Sweet.
To knock it down.
13 turnovers now for Kentucky. Here's Wright driving. Oh, he missed the layup. Rebound, Reeves, 5 on 4 for Kentucky, with Wright still on the other end. Dillingham penetrates, squeaks between 2 to 3. Here's Wright with 2, has to put it up. Long rebound, Onyenso, Kentucky ball down 3 with 2.5 left.
Kentucky's going to switch that action. Wright's going to have to go a lot faster.
Dillingham off the bounce. Wow. Hits a deep two. It pushes the lead to 4. Dillingham doesn't have to be in a hurry. Gets downhill, hangs. Oh, what a finish!
Oh, my goodness.
And they're going to start Dillingham on the low block on the far side of the court. Now he'll come get it. 15 seconds remaining. Being defended by Ward. Dillingham jumper. Got it!
Right now with this Kentucky lineup, Auburn wants to be concerned primarily with Reed Sheppard and with Rob Dillingham.
Dillingham lays it in, and Kentucky's corner. Good job by Cardwell. The arrow puts it on the deck. Onyenso down with a rebound. Dillingham rises up for a three, and it's 11-2. Three elite shooters out there at the same time right now for Kentucky.
With a couple of point-blank opportunities for Janai Broom when Onyenso went for that block shot on Jalen Williams. That opens up the offensive glass.
Dillingham with a full head of steam. It somehow goes, and
do it to them. Because the officials aren't going to call it. Do it to them.
Inside a minute to go in the first half. Dillingham off a screen. Tough shot, and it goes. And Rob.
That 6-point game as the trainer looks at the shoulder of Trey Mitchell.
And Musa Cisse had 12 points and 4 blocks against Auburn, but he only averages about 4 points a game. And he's not known for his post scoring. He's more of a lob threat, drop-offs when there's penetration.
Fierro threw it up, and it ends up in the hands of Edwards, who gets it to Dillingham, who fires a three. That'll work. It's Mom, who's really the star.
Well, she was a great player.
Shot
Stacey,
better. Did everything
Stacey
better
Reed.
than I did. Well, part of that run of 96 through 98, so many of the Kentucky basketball fans equate every season with that team. Like, that's what the expectations are. Calipari will tell you all the time. That's why we get criticized the way we do.
And another gear, really.
Trey Mitchell went to the locker room with a shoulder injury, and he is yet to return to the bench. Listed as questionable the rest of the night. Dillingham turns the corner and then uses the ball fake.
In that second half. You're right. He was out for what you say about 7 minutes, right? And Mark said he couldn't get him back into the game because there wasn't a stoppage.
Yeah, no fouls, nothing. He didn't want to save the one timeout. Dillingham lets his defender go by, and there it goes. His opening three. Don't pass. EK adds to his total. He's got 12.
The other things Watson does, you're right, Ness, that to recognize the flash high-low there and throw that pass.
This is where you need Sheppard to take over, really. You get a good look here on the dribble drive, and line out Dillingham. That will help.
That's Lehigh, but he is the best pure shooter when he gets it going.
Boy, Reeves tried to throw that one up high in the air for Onyenso. Kept alive. Dillingham's first shot is perfect. Magnan kicks it back out to Taylor. Pull-up jumper inside the arc this time. Won't go. That rebound into the hands of Reeves. Back the other way to Sheppard around the perimeter. The man is hot. He is
explosive on the offensive end. There's so many weapons.
Magnan averaging almost 15 a game. Got that jumper to go.
I watch as Sheppard runs the point position because of Wagner being out. And Sheppard's job is to get, and they'll make their point guard turn the corner, try to make a play.
Camateros can't get that to go. He knocked home his first shot, which is good for Vanderbilt. He came in 1 for 15 from behind the arc over the last 5, but there's just no stopping Dillingham. Man. Rivera Torres misfires. Rebound to Bradshaw.
Edwards puts a little feeling into it, doesn't he?
Dillingham all the way to the rim. Speed, quickness. Most points in a conference game for him this year.
I think the nice part of Taylor is the variety he has shown us. We know he can hit the outside that time, mid-range, but Dillingham doing what he does.
Rivera Torres, no good. Bradshaw the rebound.
I did the Georgia game. They put 105 on Georgia. This is another impressive offensive performance.
Dillingham.
Three-point basket by Dillingham.
Process that really gave him the urgency and the confidence to unveil his full skill set. He said, man, there's so much talent out there and ain't nobody waiting on you. You got to go take what you want and be fearless because nobody else is going to get it for you, and he is doing that, gentlemen. He's gone for 20-plus in 4 of the past 5 games and very aggressive tonight.
Got a new defender on him. How about that shot right into the game? And
got knocked away by High-octane, a big guy.
Clayton Jr.? No, not that time. And High-octane is one guy that can look Z in the eyes. He's 7'1", while Ivisic is 7'2".
What a pass.
Dillingham knocked it down.
If they throw a shot fake in there, they'll be able to shot fake and drive.
Dillingham tries again. The high archer, it goes down.
The shot Todd Golden wanted, but he was open.
Dillingham pulls up, and he was looking for the foul, didn't get it. He'll try again, and the second time, he's an All-American.
Dillingham guy Condon on him. He can take him.
He does, and he knocks it down. Good call. Condon about
game against Georgia. 23 points, 17 rebounds, and he made 17 of his last 23 field goals coming into this one. Didn't have to go against Onyenso as often.
Dillingham, the take, the floater. Good touch from Rob Dillingham. Good, and we are tied again.
The question for Florida, they have had a tough time finishing games. Can they finish on the road in this environment?
Dillingham with a great fake.
For the big guy to go along with 10 rebounds.
And Florida with the lead.
And all of a sudden, Rupp has gotten a lot quieter.
Dillingham floater, that's good. I wonder if he's gonna
run. Dillingham off the window.
Kentucky, but Lamont Paris said, hey, let's just guard them the best anybody's guarded them all season long and see what that looks like.
Stephen Clark unable to get it to go with a challenge, and now a 16-footer from Dillingham.
He is.
Johnson's got Onyenso's on him. And on the switch, could knock down the three. 6 different Cats have already scored in this game. And Dillingham gets another bucket. Ends a 6-0 Kentucky run. Dillingham leaning three, another.
For anybody. They've got to be better on that end of the court. Yes, they're young. You have a lot of freshmen that are still learning how to play at this level defensively. And, boy, offensively.
Player. Kick to the corner for Cooper. And we know Dillingham can get hot in a hurry. Here he is down the lane. With the left, and he's going to the line. Again, and Gordon with the jam. Sensational ball movement.
Yeah, Murray Boyles, the freshman, has been phenomenal on the defensive end. Makes the right read there. 30 and black's been terrific.
Dillingham
as well shoots 75% from the free throw line, so he is not bashful to attack and even get to the foul line.
When we asked Mike White, give us one player that really needs to step up his game tonight, he said Chiwa. We've got to have him play big against this Kentucky front line.
And it's tough because most Kentucky guys play outside, even their bigs do.
You can't guard the ball, you can't guard the glass, you get in rotation, and Kentucky has to get better in that area. Big point of emphasis the last 2 days.
State is +2 on the glass here early in this one. Dillingham to Mitchell. What an elite passer Mitchell is. Had a layup, kicked it out for a 3. Got it. Pretty good. He's a Hall of Famer, 3-time National Coach of the Year.
Tom, Cal has his swagger back. This team has their swagger back. Big Blue Nation has their swagger back. And this is a team that has re-energized John Calipari. He knows he's got a squad that can make major noise in March.
Dillingham off the window.
So right block and went to work.
That's his first bucket of the night. If he qualified to be among the league leaders, he'd be top 10 in points and rebounds, 17 and 7 a night, coming off of a double-double against Bama.
He is a warrior, but man, he's one of the sweetest kids in this league. Just a joy to visit with at all times. Loves the game like a guard. Can't allow that.
Great 6'7". How about Ashlyn Watkins, who threw down the dunk Monday night against Kentucky? Only the 9th time in game in the women's game we've seen a dunk. It was clean.
I think Dawn Staley, I know her fairly well from the past. She takes it personal when someone wins the title other than her. Her squad right now, their average margin of victory for South Carolina, right at 40 points. 40 secure the basketball. The energy level went completely up in Mississippi State's practice today. They were listening to different music as the practice went on. And then as soon as Chris Stapleton and Jason Aldean came on, Sean Jones went off the charts with his energy. Big-time country music fan is Sean Jones.
No jelly roll. Here's Dillingham.
Yeah, he's got everything in his...
And puts you in a position to foul them.
Carter for 3. Tipped back out. And they had it briefly, but turn it over. Shepard finds Dillingham. Steps through, and that's a goaltending call on White. Radford, good defense by Edwards. Nice look ahead by Shepard. Dillingham up and in.
That top 10 good. Yeah, Auburn.
They are flying up in the rankings. A&M by 2.
There's the double team of the ball screen. You can't allow anybody to step through. Wagner stepped through it.
Good cut by Dillingham, and this game is tied again. He's got 6 points in 19 minutes today.
And John Calipari having both DJ Wagner and Antonio Reeves sitting.
Just took Wagner out to put Dillingham in. Reeves was out before the timeout and stays on the bench. Dillingham right into the action, and he knocks down a 3. Hits again. His 6th made 3 of the game, and he has the last 13 points for the Aggies.
Dillingham hits a big one, and Wade Taylor with the immediate answer.
Nice look inside, but Mitchell surrounded. Dillingham again. Oh, boy.
Boy, what a smart.
Dillingham knocks down another.
15-20. Well, because you have multiple guys that can go on a 6-8-0 run all by themselves. This is a high-octane offense. They go to their pistol action right now against Dillingham going downhill.
Dillingham Pascal about his best shooting teams relative to this one. He brought up 10 and 11 with Lamb and Miller and Knight and Liggins.
It's hard to press Kentucky. They smack action. Bam, there it is. They pick you
from high above the arc for a 3.
You know, I had to re-brick my home a few years ago.
I remember
Brick
that.
started falling off the side of my house.
I remember the video. Rain was the worst part of that.
There it is again.
Dillingham, he floats and he gets it to go.
And he's taken 37 of them, and he's driven his own guy 37 times. Great bounce out of 0 and 1. Look at this kid.
Where that long throw points come from. Carolero, too strong.
Kentucky really good at advancing the ball off the pass and the bounce and switching the sides of the floor. And Missouri did a good job of building a wall and finding him on the weak side.
Dillingham pulls up, 3 pop, got it.
Forget about their names. 2, 10, and 55 if you're Kentucky in this ballgame.
35 every now and then.
Every now and then,
Carter's
35.
had a good game.
And that's how coaches go through scouting reports.
Whoa, Dillingham from way.
Minutes of playing time.
They have to think that's a good decision to get his offense and explosiveness back in the game. Now here's the switch. Samuel on Dillingham.
Dillingham, a tough guy to stay in front of, and he'll score
on this stage.
And it works the other way, too. The guys who transfer up to the high majors, they're the ones who get more of the attention. Nice shot there.
Illinois State, and that's what they're going to have to continue to work on, especially on the defensive end.
They've got 8 seniors. Conference play begins next week. They open at Florida next Saturday. Not their final non-conference game. Remember, they have that February matchup against Gonzaga here in this building. Mitchell backs down Leave. It's close range for a moment. Shepard bails him out to the corner. Dillingham.
There you go. Peyton said, and try to get to the rim.
Banks connects.
Or knock him down.
So Dalton Banks, in this second half, they've hit 3 triples, but Kentucky just is relentless.
Like this in hopes that you can win your league and then face a team like this again in the NCAA tournament.
Burford into double figures now for a 7th straight game. Illinois State in Normal, Illinois. The non-conference game. We got the extra week this year, so they play Gonzaga in February. Here comes Dillingham. Throwdown.
When Huntley Hatfield is active, he's going to set 20 to 25 ball screens per game. So far, he's tracking that number.
Dillingham crosses over James, spins, and scores.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ahead for Glenn against the arrow. Boy, couldn't finish it, and it is as Will Chamberlain used to call it, it's in the office tonight down low. Here goes Dillingham off the window.
I talked about the where they are and where they need to be.
Yeah.
And right now, they're not close. I said it earlier. Louisville used to strike fear when they stepped on the floor. And it's been a long time since this Louisville program has struck fear into anybody.
Shepard inside. Here's Dillingham. Oh, my.
Yeah,
for Caleb Glenn. Hard drive into traffic. Glenn hit the deck. Here come the Cats. Spot up for Dillingham. Look out. Look out.
You're talking about a 7'1" kid and a 6'8" senior and trainer that
will make a difference if they get back. Dillingham, man, whoa boy.
Tickler does a great job. Well, they only have 1 3 so far, but it was from their big man, and it was pretty. Only his second one of the year.
There's that ISO at the foul line, the elbow.
Dillingham, he knocks it down.
I love this.
And Mitchell, Dillingham, Shepard on the floor for Kentucky.
Ooh, another good
nice overplay by Ryan, but he didn't get the steal.
Yeah, good recovery. Oh, such a good driver.
Dillingham, corner 3, got it, and shooter. 9 in each half for RJ. 3-point game. The veteran against the freshman as Wagner brings it up against Davis.
They got what they want again.
The switch up with Withers on Wagner.
Smart, good communication.
Dillingham in the paint, fade away, got it.
This kid is.
Kentucky's got 4 freshmen on the floor right now.
Now Bradshaw's got the mismatch if they want it. Dillingham loves to go.
Oh, reverse off the window.
How about
Davis leaves it underneath. Withers misses. Shepard another rebound in the outlet to Dillingham. And the finish on the other end.
The kid sees it.
It's a 1-point game. Wagner again brings it back out to Mitchell.
Withers pretty good defensively, too. He really got beat the last time.
Dillingham, the crossover, and he scored.
And they're on TV, I'm watching. So I feel like he has great guard play again. I feel like his big fella is getting healthy. Trey's doing a good job. He's got a lot of different talent on his team that can do a lot of different things. Big time shot by Rob right there. But love every bit of it.
Let's see if Dillingham can go back to work. This is a long 2. Espinosa down with the board. Yeah, Dillingham takes it away. Nice. Rises and lays it in. Nice work.
Going inside, then the perimeter will open up.
Last week, ball movement limited. There's Dillingham, 4-3. 25 recruits in this 2023 class. He has been brilliant at times this year. Defensively, offensively, starts the break. Showtime! Dillingham throws it down. Well, he's playing at undoubtedly an all-star level this season. 12th in the league in scoring. Again, spent the 1 year with Kentucky, the 1920 season. And was selected 21st overall. So in his building, let's see if his Cats can secure a win. A little tougher than it looked. And the late goings of that first half, Dillingham graduating with that Ivy League degree.
Yeah, after 2 years, I'm not leaving.
Inside of a minute now, CP. Kentucky with a very comfortable, safe 14-point lead. All said and done, they're going to shoot 50% from the floor. Kentucky, that is.
But Kentucky did a nice job on the glass. That was a focus for John Calipari.
Okay, a little better than 50.
Jenkins. I guess that qualified as a good look for UNCW today, even though he was 5 or 6 steps behind the arc. And there they beat him down the floor in the lay-in by Dillingham.
Good pass. It's George again. Nothing but air on that one.
Well, George is a good shooter. This has got to translate. Both he and Nwoko have to translate. And there's Dillingham. That corner 3, it's an automatic break. And Kentucky is killing Miami in transition. And that was a point of emphasis for Miami. Keep the Cats out of transition. They haven't been able to do it.
Boy, everything is falling right.
A vertical contest.
I mean, all of our preparation and watching both of these teams in practices and shoot-arounds indicated this had a really good chance to be a close game, but not the way the Wildcats had lead for Kentucky at halftime. Watson. They shut him down. Now up to 24 for the Cats.
Reed Shepard calling out the horn set.
Dillingham scoops it up and in. He sliced in offense tonight for the Canes with 19. Came in averaging 18. He has not had a whole lot of help.
As Kentucky mops up here, one of the things they want to, Miami's going to go after the ball, so shot fakes and ball fakes will be impressive.
Now the three goes down here.
Make sure you get to that sweet spot.
Air ball fired up. Shepard and Dillingham combining on the rebound. Shepard, return pass Dillingham on a three. Beautiful.
And that pass was on time, on target.
Yeah.
I mean, it was, he snaked it right through the defense perfectly.
He was robbed of what would have been yet another dime for Shepard. He already has 3 assists so far in this game. Dillingham on a pull-up.
Yeah.
It's almost like playing a video game.
He understands how to move his body in the release point to get the ball where it needs to be.
Oof. Dillingham just lulled some of these rim protectors actually in the lineup, but of course they're not playing with any of them right now. It's a smaller team than we're used to seeing for Coach Cal and company.
And part of what Kentucky will help their defense, just the communication of them benefited from bringing back majority of their team as well.
They took a tough loss in their game today. Dillingham fouled in the three. That is a lost art in college basketball.
Mike, but that gives you great hands by DJ Wagner.
Uh-oh, little showtime perhaps. Dillingham, he has so much. And Dillingham, a guy who put on 18 pounds of muscle, it hasn't taken away his verticality, that's for sure.
How can he still be so quick putting on 18 pounds?
I know, right? You and I put on 18 pounds, I could barely walk up the stairs.
Can't fit in my suit. Breathing heavy. Probably couldn't even fit my shoes.
For St. Joe's, son of St. Joe's all-time leading scorer by the same name, and Dillingham has the rebound. Dillingham with the hezzy and the finish with the right.
That's when there are few transition opportunities.
St. Joe's did not play well in the loss Friday. Here's a lob. Dillingham with the great hands in the finish.
Running Reynolds off, getting offense through Reynolds, but with him on the bench right now, it's going to take guys like Greer and Brown step up.
Dillingham. Deep three. Tried to bank it in.
But a good job by St. Joe's not going after that one to get back in transition.
Reeves out to Dillingham. Got it. 2 minutes to play in a tie game. Billy Lang is all the way to midcourt, trying to get his defenders in the right spot. Dillingham for 2. Took a 100%.
It's amazing. Dillingham with a steal, and here he goes. Woo! Did you see that?
Great job of Dillingham.
Misses of the season. Pretty good free throw shooter. Dillingham. Mitchell back to Dillingham. Draws the defense. Dillingham down the left side, off the window and in.
Hello. Maturity of this Kentucky team, because with this lead, 20 points now going into the getting ready to be halftime, they can't stop playing the way they're playing. They've got to play with continued energy.
The bank is open. Elder feeling like he was on an island.
Find the guy that's 4 of 4 from the 3. Let him go 5 of 5.
The arrow to Shepard. Here's Dillingham.
Pretty little step back.
Shepard with a takeaway. There's Dillingham along the baseline. Wagner to Shepard. Dillingham, yes, and a foul. 5:45 remaining. Nice block in the lane. I think Shepard got a piece of that one. Feeds it ahead to Dillingham, to the basket, count it, and one.
Announced it a few minutes ago. At least the scoreboard did. I'm not sure that's official, but
I think we can call him the player of the game at this point. Here's Dillingham. Mitchell the assist. Dillingham
can't lay it in from about 4 feet away. Stolen by Shepard. And a great look ahead to Dillingham.
Kentucky's going to have to put Kansas into help situations. get downhill where they draw help and then can play out of it, because they've got a lot of good passers, good decision makers.
Here's Dillingham with a strong drive, floats it up and in.
Well, there's
Dickinson and Adams playing together as the two front court guys.
Well, I know that KJ Adams kind of likes playing the 4 because he doesn't have to guard 6'10", 6'11 guys. But boy, he had a real advantage in mismatches when he was playing the 5. There comes the double. Great cut from the corner.
Dillingham is open and knocks down a 3. Thing, but it's one of those things. Moving without the ball is something maybe that doesn't get talked about enough, but it's so critical.
Well, a stationary player is easy to guard.
I was waiting for you to say that was a good point I made on the air.
Yeah, that was well, I didn't say you don't make good points. You make your best points off the air.
Yes,
arguably.
Dillingham, another one this year than they have in recent years. The question is, will they be a good three-point shooting team? But you can see they've got some possibilities on this team.
No, they've got more shooters, more guys that can really score.
That's what we call a heat check, and he's still hot.
Career a reluctant shooter, but he's a good shooter.
You know what's great about that? Again, as you say, he doesn't shoot much. He was starting to go back on defense before the ball went in. He knew it was.
It's 23-19. And now a strip by Mitchell, picked up by Edwards. He's got Dillingham on the way, and a thunderous slam.
That's
rising out of the water on the other side.
The second time we've seen Trey Mitchell with some fantastic footwork on that low post.
You could call it a swim through.
You're stretching now.
Here's Dillingham with the shot. Dillingham with a nice shot fake, gets the open look, but it won't go. Rebound to Mitchell. Back to Dillingham. How about again, young fella? Williams steps back, launches. Rebound comes right into the arms of Reeves.
Good job by Reeves to come back and get that rebound.
Dillingham off to Edwards. Edwards around the baseline, cut off. Out to Reeves, now Dillingham, and they'll reset. A minute 33 left in this one. Dillingham down the right side. Nice leaner there.
That'll end that skid. He's got 5. 5-point game. Drive and off the glass for Dillingham, as you see. Jonathan Kanyanga with his first bucket. Open 3 for Edwards. Finds his own miss. 5th offensive rebound of the night for Kentucky. Wagner got caught in traffic. Here's Dillingham. Got it. Taken away by Reeves. Push ahead for Dillingham. And he gets it to go. Kids these days. I mean, they take their phones everywhere.
Yeah, that guy hadn't gone to a game because he doesn't like to be around people, and then you just and now you have just ruined his privacy that he's done such a great job with for 90 years.
All of his brothers at Knights at Columbus are firing their texts. There's Dillingham with the floater.
Will have to, Kentucky, if they continue to be shorthanded on the front line.
Onzie Jackson off the mark with the 3.
With this young roster, though, I think all Kentucky fans know while you want to win them all, it's more important to be able to take down Kansas in March than it is November. They just puts his name on it. You feel the extra pressure of just kind of going above and beyond, but glad you're here.
I had some campaigning to do around town. Full slate of subs ready to check in at a dead ball. Here's Dillingham with the reverse. And he's getting his late.